Good afternoon. This is a meeting with the State Superintendent, Dr. Woods. I'm Dr. Woods. It's very nice to see all of you here. We've got two representatives of high schools in Paulding County. We've got Mrs. Morton, who will be speaking first, and Mr. Cowan, who will be speaking second. Ms. Morton, would you mind getting started with perhaps some of the glows of the county?
Thank you, Dr. Woods, for having us today and being able to listen to ways that you have been supporting our teachers. We feel that our medical benefits are good. Our teacher retirement system, we feel like, is really good. Our pay is very comparable to most other states.
Okay.
Our standards and frameworks for our curriculum, we feel like, have a lot of support and they're very strong. And also a program that we implement across the state is the positive behavior supports and interventions. And this is something that is helping both students and staff with social emotional learning and problem behaviors in the schools. And I want to thank you for our $1,000 bonus after COVID.
Thank you, Mrs. Morton. Mr. Cowan, you may begin.
Thank you, Dr. Woods, for having me and my colleague here to discuss issues with the state. I thank Ms. Morton for being our positive light in our county, but I'm here to talk about the improvements that are needed by the state and district level. All right, so some of my things that I've brought to my attention. So, first, statewide, if you look at our graduation numbers, in 2012, we were at 69.7% of graduates. However, the committee for the state decided no longer to give a graduation test. This graduation test the next year was 72%. Then we decided not to give a writing test anymore. It goes from 2014 at 73% to 79, a 6% increase. All right, we had 6% increase due to the fact that we're lowering the bar as a standard. If you look at the current 2020 data, there are 11 states that still have a graduation test. Out of those 11, 5 of them rank in the top 15 states. So we're not holding these kids accountable any longer. And it's because we continue to lower the bar and push these so that our numbers are inflated and look better. As of now, in 2016, 2017, we implemented the EOCs. The EOCs are a form of milestone testing through the state, and they were first introduced as a way to replace the graduation test. But then it was seen that students continue to struggle with those tests as well, and now they're just a yearly test that they take that represent between 20% of their final grade in the class to last year, because of COVID, 0.1. This takes up a lot of time in the classroom. You now have reading inventory as a test they have to take that no student in our district takes fully serious unless they're in elementary school. You have the math inventory that they take and the growth measure. Their year is full of just constant state testing that wastes time and resources. Not alone the positions that are in charge of these testing and the money that we could be saving to have more teachers in the classroom to help with class sizes. I know it's hard to hear, but not every student deserves to go to college. A lot of the population doesn't want to go to college. We're really doing these students a disservice. We need to bring it back, the dual option diploma with a tech prep program.
Okay.
As of 2018, the district no longer had a lawyer on retainer. You have a lot of parents that feel that they can just say the word lawyer, or maybe we'll see you in court, and our county decides to cave and give them whatever they want. And it's usually the teacher that is the affected. They're the ones that have to jump through the hoops and do extra. It's no one at the county level. The support level that the teacher receives is diminishing. In 2020, the CARES Act gave the option to increase teacher salary with a 5.5 to 6% increase. Cobb County, a neighboring school, decided to give the full 6% to their teachers. Our district decided, let's give 2.5% to the teachers, and we'll create new job positions to make our job at the county level easier. Once these new jobs were created, they gave them self raises as well. All of this at the expense of the teacher. The teacher's doing more where the county level is starting to do less. We have multiple administrators through the county that have decided, I'm getting out of the classroom and I'm just trying to be an administrator. The 3-year rule. Every 2 to 3 years, type of student changes. There's new technology, we're facing cell phone issues, currently facing TikTok challenges, and they're just unable to relate to it. With our administration currently at North Paulton High School, it is weak and not qualified. They no longer show support for teachers. In multiple cases, we've had one administrator tell us that there's no longer a dress code and to stop sending kids to the office, deal with it in your own class. In one situation, we've had 2 different principals tell us that they're tired of us writing so many students up and that we need to learn to classroom manage better. As a math teacher, I can tell you that a lot of times data is used incorrectly. Our CCRPI score, we stated that 94% of graduates from North Paulton High School graduate. Out of those 94%, only 72% are going to college. There's a huge gap between that 72% and 94%. Out of that 72%, only 38% of them do not need remediation and are actually prepared for college. For the most part, our county is misusing data and misusing funds and resources. The TEAG system is no longer as efficient as it once started. Multiple administrators have been quoted as, we just need to give 3s and it's a waste of time. We're not in your class long enough and we're too busy to be in there. You're not getting correct feedback to make your teacher improvements. PLCs are a great idea, but now they've added on data teams with extra work. And we're required to fill out these forms and submit. You're taking more time away from teachers and their planning to jump through hoops so that someone could state why things are happening the way they are. The reason these are doing it is our county has a huge problem with passing students along. If you actually took the time to look at the reading inventory and math inventory, students are coming from elementary and middle school level behind. The new age student is no longer a thinker and a discoverer. They're I use my phone, I look it up, I don't need to know it. And this is what's wrong with the education system in our state. Thank you for your time, and thank you for any improvements that you make in the future.
Thank you again for coming. We appreciate all the information you were able to share with us. We will take this going forward to improve the strategies and resources that we have available to teachers in the state of Georgia. Thank you. Have a good afternoon.